Hey guys, it's Cliff, Curry Custom Cutlery. I got some work to do and I thought I'd just put you on my shoulder and we'll just get these little orders taken care of. Maybe we'll think of something cool to talk about while I'm doing them. And we can start out our day like that. Sorry I've been away for a couple days. Ooh, that one's cool. Little Cuisinart. This is kind of what you can expect when you have a variety of knives in a store. Let me get this out of the way. So one of the things I'm always talking about is keeping your area clean. I'm just getting in here today. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put away the stuff, get my area clean, get my area prepped. And I was in a hurry to get out of here at the end of the day the other day, so that's why we have a few things just hanging out. All right, that should get us where we need to go. That diamond rod, these things are really handy. This one was given to me by my good friend Ward Collins. He's a training instructor, scissors and shears out of California. I've got a coarser grit one here, but they're really good for knocking the burr off the backside of things when you need them. Those are some of the most useful small tools that I keep around. This is the prototype, the newest prototype, to make sure my spacing and everything's right for this. We'll try to get to that today. Maybe we can actually get that project moving forward. I just did the video on this angle guide, or the platen, and moving the platen back a little bit just to give you enough room in here for the Scotch-Brite and the felt belts to work, and they will work now. Then I'll focus in on this a little bit later today. Right now we've got a fresh Cubitron P120. I just was discussing that and the importance of how this runs about 5 cents or 10 cents a belt when you run 50 to 100 knives. And so when you're in business being a knife sharpener and you're charging a decent rate per knife, you can afford the 5 or 10 cents that the belt will cost over the course of how many knives you can sharpen, 50 or 100. And so you get the best abrasive that runs cooler, lasts longer, and it's 5 to 10 cents a knife. And then the Trizacs are really just about the same. Sometimes I find the Trizacs will wear out. When you see the little vertical lines or the horizontal lines, they're still reflecting the light like a prism. That's when you know it's brand new. I wanted to demonstrate while I had the student here, so we went to the leather belt. The felt belt's sitting on the sideline. That's another thing I like to do, is I like to keep a couple backup belts. Here's a backup leather. Now I've got a backup felt. And if anything goes wrong with that belt, I've got one ready to go. These are some little tips that'll help you guys. All right, work area is cleared. I've got 3 knives to do. My angle guide is set. And we're just going to get them sharpened up. You can see the light reflecting off the top. These are dull. They're just nothing special knives. It don't matter. Grind the bevel on one side. Grind the bevel on the other. This one's at a super steep angle, so I'm literally trying to drop the angles down on both sides. We're still not touching the top. Now we're just barely apexed at the top. I'll come in and hit that top, get that point, that needle point tip. One more time. And we're not removing more material than's needed. We dropped the angle down and we brought it together. These are all super dull. I hope you guys like these videos. I'm trying to do a little bit more of the longer format. And I'm really close. I'm actually that far away because I want the camera to be able to record this as I'm doing it. And that's all you gotta do. And at the same time, we actually put the tip back on. If the tip needed a little bit more refinement, you could do that to it. Okay, the third one is this tough built and you can see the chips and the dings. It's missing its tip. This is where one of the areas where I really think the angle guide and the Cubitron belt. Now, I don't want to chew in down here at the base, but we're going to bring it up, and I'm going to make sure I leave it flat on the flat part of the knife. And then, now if I was clamped into a machine like this with a clamp on a stick, you couldn't flip it around to maintain perpendicularity to the bevel. So the bevel is coming this way and my belt is coming into it this way. At the corner it comes into it this way, and here it comes into it this way. I know there's a couple guys out there that really like to harp on that. And the truth is that the fixed angle guide allows you the freedom of motion and the consistency of that bevel all in one package. Still trying to get this little chip out right there. Right there. And right there. This is actually quite tough steel. What you do is you just take your time. If you need to, if you want to. It's not warm, but I know people worry about the microscopic edge getting too hot. Almost. There's a little bit of work on this one. It was a big ding right there. And there it goes. I'm really fighting hard to resist removing this large recurve. And I brought it right up to a tip, and the damage is gone. We just need to take this little part down right here. I'm going to set it on the angle guide and just drop that down in a little bit. We're going to keep that there, but I wanted to make sure we didn't have any little recurve. All right, let's just follow this one through to the next step. We'll take it to the finish line. Now the hard work's been done. The damage has been removed. The angle guides are matching in angle ever so slightly higher on this one. When I say higher, I mean it actually is wider. So in knife sharpening angles, the angle would actually be bigger. So there you got clean bevels all the way up and needlepoint tip. We'll save that for the stropping step. And then these ones are quite a bit easier. Down and back. Leather. Just taking this belt off my machine and letting it sit on the shelf over there allowed it to shrink. The natural moisture in the air. Oh boy. Leather and felt, they give different results to the feel. They both give great finished products. Leather can almost be a little bit more aggressive, so you can hear I'm barely touching it. Shaving hair, very slicey. Oh my God. I'm gonna make sure we get. There we go. Oh yeah, popping hair now. See that little bit extra. So I sacrificed some of the bite, which it still has, for being able to shave. So there's 3 knives, 3 corrections: tip, change the profile, put the tip, remove the damage, and this one, which had big chips out of it, we've made it look like those chips never existed, and we've put a perfect sweeping profile. The bevels are consistently flat like you would get from a factory grind, so this doesn't look like it was just chewed up on somebody's homemade belt sharpener. And they're actually just popping the hair right off my arm, but we've still retained some of the bite, which is really the trick that's hard to do. All right, you guys, that's the first 3 of the day. I got several more to do. Maybe I'll drop those into short form, who knows. But this is a good start to the day. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you'd like to, just like and subscribe. It really helps us in our channel. Have a great day. Aloha. Hey.